Here we are ready with this application. So over here I have to click on this blank workbook option. In your applications might be when you will open this MS Excel, might be you will get this application directly, or maybe you will get this blank workbook button. So here's it. Now let's zoom it a bit. Well, now let's take a very simple scenario. Suppose I have some marks of some students. I'm writing some names first. So here I'm creating a simple worksheet. Let's say there is a name, then there is one class, then subjects are there, like let's say maths, science and computer. Let's take one more, let's say SST. Two are left, let's include them also, English and Hindi. So these are some subjects that you will learn in every class. Fine. And let's suppose after that you have to calculate total and percentage. Then let's suppose we also have to calculate grade here. Fine. So I will show you everything step by step, like what we have to do for calculating which thing. Let's fill up some data first of all. I'm writing them some names as like ABC. I have written first child is ABC, second is MNO, third is XYZ. I'm writing some names randomly. You can also write some names as per your wish. Suppose these are the students. This is in A section. This is also in A section. This one is in C section, let's say. Oh, sorry. Shift C. Okay, fine. Then let's suppose this one is also in C section and this child is in B section alone. And let's write the marks now. So here I'm writing the marks out of 100 for now. 89, 78, 67, 56, 89 again. And science 56, 78, 40, sorry. Suppose these are the marks. Now let's suppose ना computer the marks are out of 50. थोड़ा सा इसमें चेंज करते हैं, यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट में लिख देते हैं आउट ऑफ 50. ठीक है, बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स में यहाँ पे मैंने मार्क्स 100 में से कंसीडर करें, बट सिर्फ कंप्यूटर में आई एम कंसीडरिंग दीज मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 50. थोड़ा सा कॉलम की विड्थ को भी छोटा कर लेता हूँ मैं ऐसे करके. फाइन. सो सपोज ही इज गेटिंग 34, 23, 43, 50 एंड 23. SST के भाई लिख देते हैं 67, 89, 56, 34, 23. इंग्लिश में लिख देते हैं 89, 87, सॉरी, देन 67, 67, 67, 67 ज़्यादा हो गया, इसको चेंज कर देते हैं 76 कर देते हैं. देन हिंदी के मार्क्स फिल कर लेते हैं फटाफट से, लाइक 56, 45, 34, 78 and 89. So here I have written these marks. Now let's suppose we have to calculate total first. So I'll show you everything step by step, like how you can do. So for calculating this total we have two options. Either we can use the formula or we can use the function. So I'll show you both the methods. So if we are working with formulas, in that case you have to write equals to, it is in C2 first. The first value is in C2, so here we have to write C2 plus D2 plus E2 plus F2 plus G2 plus H2. Fine. So these all you have to write if in case you are writing a formula. But if you are writing a function, then in that case your formula or this function will be a bit smaller. You simply have to write equals to sum, then C2 colon H2. That's it. So for this case, as you guys can see, when I was writing this formula, this was a very big formula over this side, but when I have written the same thing in the function, then I have written that in a very simple format. So it depends on you, like which format you generally like, but I do prefer that you should have to use this function option. So I am writing here now, I have written equals to sum, then bracket open करना है, range को select कर लो, bracket close करो. और एक चीज़ पे ध्यान देना है that when you are selecting this range, just kindly check that whether all the cells are highlighted or not, because if any of these cell will skip, So in that case, your function will not show you the correct output. So I have clicked on this enter key and I have got my output also. Now let's see what we can do. If in case you want to repeat the same in all the all the cells, what you have to do, you have to click on this little section. Let me show you. So when I place my cursor over this side, you will get a little square box. You have to click on that, and then you have to drag it down. That's it. So when you will drag it down, all these cells will get the same function which was written over that side, but the references will be changed automatically. Now let's suppose after that we have to calculate percentage. Well, for calculating percentage we have to use a simple mathematics. We all know that for calculating percentage our simple function is, or a simple formula is, we have to write sum of terms, then total multiplied by 100. So here our sum is in this total field, and if we talk about a grand total marks in maths, science, SST, English and Hindi, these are each of 100 marks, but this computer is of 50 marks. So it means our grand total is 550, and then we have to multiply this whole by 100. Fine. So this same thing we have to write in the form of a percentage formula. So well, because for this percentage we don't have any function, keep this in your mind. For percentage we don't have any function, so we only have to use formula whenever you are working with a percentage. And always keep one thing in your mind in that formula. In the upper section, it means in the numerator you have to write the sum, and then in the denominator you have to write the total values or the total maximum marks, and then you have to multiply this whole by 100. So let me show you how we can do. So here I am writing now. I have written equals to, then bracket open करना है, then this total is written in first cell I2. So I have written I2 divided by 550, bracket close, multiplication का sign 100, and then press enter key. That's it. As you can see, we got this value. Then we simply have to drop it down. Last one extra हो गया, and as you can see that we have got these values quickly over this side. Fine. So it was the use of a function and a formula in this little spreadsheet. Now I will discuss some more features with you. Well, let's suppose when I was working with this, I have found that I have got so many values here, and in all these values we have so many decimal points. Like in this one, if we count, we have total 6 decimal points. We are getting total 6 decimal points here. It means 6 digits after decimal. Now suppose you don't want to write it like this, you just want to show any 2 points. In that case, what we can do, in that case we can use a round up function. Let me show you how we can do so. थोड़ा सा इसको minimize कर लेते हैं पहले. Okay, now I think it's fine. इस वाली बार को उधर शिफ्ट कर देते हैं नीचे की तरफ, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं है अभी हम लोगों उसका. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे देखो अभी मैं क्या करूँगा, यहाँ पे मैं एक 2 डिजिट की प्लेस वाला परसेंटेज के लिए फील्ड बनाऊंगा, और यहाँ पे मैं कुछ फंक्शन अप्लाई करूँगा. एक चीज़ हमेशा याद रखना है, वी ऑलवेज हैव टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग इन आवर माइंड, that whenever we are dealing with our functions, that function will create a separate output. Fine. Will generate new output always, and it will not overwrite your inputs. जब भी तुम किसी भी फंक्शन का यूज करते हो तो कभी भी तुम्हारे इनपुट्स को ओवरराइट नहीं करेगा. इट मीन्स इनपुट और फंक्शन दोनों के सेल्स अलग अलग होते हैं, तो जो तुम्हारा इनपुट वैल्यूज होंगी वो अपनी जगह पर एज इट इज बनी रहेंगी. So now let me write this. Suppose I have written percentage. Fine. 2 decimals I have to write, let's say. Fine. Now here we will use round function. So I have written equals to round. Bracket open करा. First value को select करा. Oh sorry, ज़्यादा select हो गया यहाँ पे. J2 लिखा मैंने, यहाँ पे कॉमा लगाया, 2 पुट करा. Now you must be thinking why I am writing 2 along with this राउंड फंक्शन. तो एक बार मैं याद दिला देता हूँ भाई, ये जो राउंड फंक्शन था इसका सिंपल सी बात थी कहने की, ये कहता था कि राउंड में क्या करेंगे हम लोग, नंबर को पास करेंगे, देन नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स जो हम लोगों को चाहिए वो पास करेंगे. तो मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है इक्वल्स टू राउंड. नंबर हमारा I2 में था, तो सॉरी J2 में था, तो मैंने यहाँ पे J2 लिखा और कॉमा लगा के मैंने यहाँ पे 2 लिखा है. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि जो भी J2 में नंबर है उसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ 2 डिजिट्स ऑफ डेसिमल प्लेसेस को कंसीडर करना है, बाकी सबको स्किप कर दो भाई. चलो प्रेस करते हैं एंटर की और देखते हैं हमारा आउटपुट यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है. मैंने प्रेस करा एंटर की, हैव अ लुक, वी गॉट ओनली 2 डेसिमल पॉइंट. सो आई एम नाउ जस्ट ड्रैगिंग इट डाउन. इसमें चेक करो 72.73 आया. अब देखो 72.73 क्यों आया, ये वैल्यू लिखी थी 72.727272। जब इसको हम लोग 2 डिजिट्स ऑफ डेसिमल तक राउंड ऑफ करेंगे तो देखो यहाँ पे थर्ड डिजिट में लिखा हुआ है 7, और जब ये राउंड ऑफ होगा तो ये अगली वाली डिजिट को 1 पॉइंट से इंक्रीज कर देगा। इट मीन्स ये 2 बन जाएगा 3। सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गेटिंग दिस एज 72.3। सिमिलरली इन दिस वन, ये जो 63 पॉइंट वाला लिखा हुआ है, इसमें हम लोगों को मिलेगा 63.64, और इस वाले में हम लोगों को मिलेगा 69.09। और यहाँ पे तो डेसिमल है ही नहीं, तो यहाँ पे इसलिए कुछ भी ऐसा वाला नहीं आएगा, हो सकता है 2 0 लग जाए। तो ड्रॉप डाउन करते हैं भाई सिंपली इसको सिलेक्ट करके फिर से, एंड एज यू कैन सी दैट वी हैव गॉट ऑल दीज percentage values without the extra decimal points. Fine. So it was a use of a round function. So in this way we can use this round function in our normal life, especially whenever we are creating a report cards. So just now we have discussed about few things. We have discussed about sum function in this, we have discussed about percentage, we have discussed about round function. Now let's discuss about more functions that we have. Let me show you all the functions first. So here I have pasted this little sheet. So just now we have discussed about sum function and round function. Now let's discuss about these three, that is power, SQRT and product. Fine. So product is written over this side and power is written over this side. Now let's suppose we have to multiply some values. Well, let's suppose when I was calculating the result of the students, I have suddenly found that I have to convert these marks of computer out of 100. Fine. So I have to convert these marks of computer out of 100. So now I have two options. Either I'll do this task manually, or I can use my brain. I will just apply some functions and then I'll do so. So what I'm doing right now, I have two options to do. Either I can use a function, or I can use a formula. Well, if we are writing a formula, so in this case our formula will be like this, the shortest process. We can write E2 multiplied by 2. Fine. And if we are writing function, then we have to write equals to product, then E2 comma 2. It means we have to multiply E2 and 2. Fine. Like similarly, if in case we have to multiply the values of 2 or more rows or columns, then we have to write equals to product, then the initial cell range. Let's suppose our initial cell range is E2 colon, let's suppose our final cell range is H2, and then we have to press the enter key. So it will multiply all the values from cell E2 till H2. So now let me show you this practically. So suppose I am writing computer, bracket mein 100, it means we are writing values after 100. So we simply have to write equals to product, bracket open, E2 comma 2, press enter key, and that's it. As you can see, in just a click we have got a value, and then you just have to double clap on that little fill handle bar, and then you will get this value. Fine. So like this you can work with these values, or let's suppose we have some random numbers over this side. Suppose you have got some numbers, some difficult numbers like these. Fine. And you have to multiply all these numbers. So as you can see that some of these are 2 digits numbers, some of these are 3 digits number, and let's suppose some of these are 4 digit numbers also. So in that case, when you will do this task manually, it will be a very lengthy task for you. Now let's suppose we have to multiply them like this, like we have to multiply these 4 and then we have to multiply these 4. Fine. So in that case, what we can do, if you are using a function, it will become very easier for you, but if you are using a formula, then might be there are slightly chances that you may commit any mistake. So for this case I am using a function. I have written equals to product, then we have to select our initial cell range. So our first value is in cell A8, so I have written A8 colon A11 because our last value is in A11, and that's it. You have to press the enter key, and here we got our sum. As you can see, it just took a few seconds for this application to calculate the sum. But if it's the same task I have given you manually, then in that case might be you will get more time, you will take more time. Fine. Now let's suppose we have to apply the same thing over this side. So for that we can write equals to product, then we have to select all our values. So this time I'm selecting all these values manually, press the enter key, and that's it. You can see we got that sum in just a few seconds. Erase कर देते हैं भाई, इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं थी हम लोगों की. Fine. So it was about the first thing. Find the first function. out of this table. That was product. Now our next function will be SQRT and power. First we will discuss about this power function. Suppose you got a table, your teacher gave you some task, like there is a table, in this we have principal, in this we have rate, in this we have time. Fine. And then you have been asked to calculate two things, SI and CI. SI stands for simple interest and CI stands for compound interest. Fine, I am writing two values over this side only. Suppose it is 100, rate is 2 years and time is 4 years. So rate is 2%, time is 4 years. And let's suppose it is 145, rate is 2%, time is 5 years. So as we all know that if we are calculating SI, the function will be the simplest one. We simply have to write P into R into T upon 100. But the moment when you are calculating compound interest, it becomes very complicated, because the formula of compound interest is something like this. We have to write P multiplied by 1 plus R upon 100 to the power n, where this n is generally our time, and then we have to minus P from this whole. Fine. So because this function is a bit complicated, so for this case we can use power function over this side to perform this process. Let me show you how. We can write simply, as I am writing, equals to well, our P is written A8 multiplied by, then because we have to calculate power, so we will write power, ब्रैकेट ओपन करना है. अब फर्स्ट टर्म इज ब्रैकेट में जिसको मैं लिखने जा रहा हूँ, दैट इज 1 प्लस आर, दैट इज इन B9, सॉरी ये भी A9 था. तो मैंने लिखा B9 अपॉन 100, ब्रैकेट क्लोज, कॉमा लगाया, और यहाँ पे n की जगह पे वी हैव टू राइट t, दैट इज इन सेल C9. So we have written C9, ब्रैकेट को क्लोज करा, माइनस करा मैंने इसमें से फिर से A9. So like this we can write all these functions over this side. You have to press the enter key and just a few seconds you have got your compound interest. Scroll down करेंगे तो भाई वैल्यू कुछ इस तरीके से यहाँ पे अपीयर हो जाएंगे. So it was the easiest approach, the easiest method of calculating this. Let's take one more example. Suppose you have to calculate the area of a square or something, of area of a square. Fine. And the values are giving like this, or suppose, fine, so if in case you have to calculate the area of a square and the side is given here like 56, or let the side is 99 or some other, so in that case we can use power function. We can write equals to power, then our value, that is in cell A8 in this case, comma, because we have to calculate square, so we will write 2. Then we have to press the enter key. As you can see, in just a few seconds you got these values. Fine. So like this, by using this power function we can calculate the square values. Similarly, if in case you have to calculate the square root, then we will use SQRT function. We have to write equals to SQRT, bracket open, select the cell, press the enter key, and that's it, you will get your value back. Fine. So it was all about our mathematical functions. Next we have to discuss about our string functions. Now our next set of function is string function. Here we have to discuss about these few functions. I am writing this side over now. Fine. Here we have to discuss about these few functions: left, right, mid, lower, upper and proper. Now let's suppose when I was writing all these names, fine, as you all can see I have written all these names in normal sentence case. This case is termed as proper case. But suddenly I got a task like I have to write all these names in the upper case. Fine. Suppose I have to write all these names in the caps lock or in the capital letters. So in that case what we can do, we can use this upper function. So over here I am creating a column for upper. So keep one thing in your mind, as I told you just now, you cannot replace these values. ये value को हम लोग replace नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो हमेशा इनका जो अभी output आएगा वो किसी नए cell पे आएगा. Fine, वो उस जगह पे replace नहीं होगा. कुछ बच्चों की queries थी कि सर these values are not replacing, तो याद रखना ये वैल्यू कभी भी रिप्लेस नहीं होगी. ये एक्सेल के रूल्स के अगेंस्ट होता है, बिकॉज इट कैन नॉट वर्क विदाउट एनी इनपुट. अगर रिप्लेस करने लगेगा वैल्यूज़ को तो वहाँ से इनपुट लॉस्ट हो जाएगा. चलो बना लेते हैं फटाफट से. तो यहाँ मैंने लिखा इक्वल्स टू अपर, देन वी हैव टू राइट अपर के बाद क्या करना है, सेल को सिलेक्ट करो, एंटर की को प्रेस करो, एंड एज यू कैन सी इन जस्ट अ क्लिक वी हैव गॉट दिस वैल्यू इन कैप्स लॉक नाउ. अगर मैं उसको ड्रॉप डाउन करूंगा, ड्रैग करके नीचे की तरफ नीचे लेके आऊंगा, तो एज यू कैन सी दैट नाउ ऑल दीज वैल्यूज आर अपीयरिंग इन द upper case. Now similarly, if in case you want to get this same value in the small letters, so you can use lower function. You can write equals to lower, then select any of these values, press the enter key, select and then drop down. That's it. You can see all these values are coming in lower case now. Now let's suppose I was writing a remark, fine, in someone's diary or somewhere, and let's suppose I have written something in the small case only, like your child is weak, and improvement required. Then let's suppose I have written kindly meet class teacher. Suppose I have written this simple note. So as you all can see that because I have written this note, so it needs to be a bit formal one, fine, but there are some mistakes in this one. As you can see that this is my first sentence where this y is in small, then this I is coming automatically in capital, k is coming automatically in capital. Let's make some changes, को small कर लेते हैं हम लोग कि एक mistake वाला scenario create कर लेते हैं भाई. चलो कि गलती से मैंने mistake कर दिया, मैंने सब कुछ small में लिख दिया है, fine, something like this. So now it's fine. I have performed all my mistakes, let's suppose. Fine, so this y is coming in small, this I is coming in small, this k is coming in small, because we all can easily see that these are three different sentences, so their initial words should be in caps or in capital case. So what we can do for this we can use our function, that is proper function. Let me show you that. Just let me drag that to this side. Just one more zoom. Now it's fine. So for using proper function in this cell, I am writing equals to proper. ब्रैकेट ओपन करना है, इसको सिलेक्ट करना है, प्रेस करना है, एंटर कर दो, बस फटाफट से काम खत्म. So as you can see that when I have clicked on this proper case, so now all these words, फिर जिसके पहले स्पेस था वो कैप्स में आ रहे हैं. Fine. So it is the use of this proper function. It will make all your first letters in caps. Fine. Similarly, if I'll write the same in upper, तो देखो भाई सब कैप्स में आ गया. अगर मैंने लिखा लोअर तो सब कुछ देखना स्मॉल लेटर्स में आ जाएगा, समथिंग लाइक दिस. फाइन. सो इट वाज ऑल अबाउट आवर दीज थ्री फंक्शंस, दैट इज अपर, लोअर एंड प्रॉपर. Now next we have to discuss about these functions like left, right and mid. अभी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे लेफ्ट वाले फंक्शन को, राइट वाले फंक्शन को और मिड वाले फंक्शन को. फाइन. अब सपोज करो भाई, when I was working with this thing, I got a task like I have to fetch the first the first four letters of the sentence. I have to fetch 4 letters from starting. I have to fetch 4 letters from starting. So in that case what we can do, we have to use left function. We can write equals to left, then this is an A8 comma 4, then we have to press the enter key. Let me show you how we will write. We will write equals to left, then text, that is an A8, then comma, because we need only 4 characters, so I am writing 4, and then you have to press the enter key. As you can see, we have got this first word from this, that was your. Suppose we want something else. We want to fetch 10 words or first 12 words. So I have written 12. As you can see in these 12 words, we are getting your, child and I. Now you must be thinking that why we are getting this much only. Why we are not getting all the remaining words. Have a look over this side. If I am writing your, child and I, so in this Y-O-U-R, your will make 4 letters. This space will be counted as 1 letter. This child will be counted as 5 letters. This space will be counted as 1 letter, and then this I will be counted as 1 letter. So all total it will become 12 letters. Let's suppose similarly in the same way you want to fetch last 15 words from this. So you can write equals to right. You can select your cell, that is cell A8 comma 15. Then you have to press the enter key, and that's it. As you can see that we got these 15 words. 15 letters, sorry, we got these 15 letters from the end. Fine. Always remember that when you are talking about right function, it depicts the end, and if we are talking about left function, it means the starting point of your strings. Now next is mid function. This mid function generally help you to fetch the words from somewhere middle. So let me show you how it will work generally. Suppose you want to fetch in this A8, you want to fetch 10 letters after say 15th letter. Suppose you have to fetch 10 letter after 15th letter. So in that case we can use mid function, and we will write it like this. We will write equals to mid mid, bracket open, select your cell, put a comma, starting will be 10 comma, next we have to fetch 15 letters, so I am writing 15, press the enter key, and that's it. As you can see that it just took the 15 letters after your 10th letter. Sorry, basically from your 10th letter, not after your 10th letter. This is from your 10th letter, because if I just show you this thing, it was your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th was D. So this D will be counted as 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. It means from D till R it will show you everything, because these will be your 15 letters after 10th letter. So this was the use of our string functions. Now let's see, or let's work with our statistical functions. So let's suppose let's do one thing. First of all, I'm removing these few because it will help me to get this sheet properly now. Fine. So we are back with the sheet now. Now let's suppose when I was working with these marks only. Fine. Now let's suppose our teacher or our HM ma'am asked like which student got highest in mathematics, or what is the highest in mathematics, or let's say we have to find what is the highest in computers. So let's suppose we have to calculate the maximum marks in each subject and minimum marks in each subject. So for that case we can use these two functions. We can use maximum and minimum, or minimum or maximum. So here I am writing minimum, or here I am writing maximum. So for calculating minimum, you have to write equals to min. You have to select, you have to open the bracket, you have to select your whole cell range, and then you have to press the enter key. That's it. And then you have to repeat this for all your values like this. And if in case you want to check the lowest percentage, lowest this also, so you can work like this. Similarly, if in case we have to calculate the maximum marks, we just have to write equals to max, select all these values. Something happened. Oh sorry, I just forget to open this bracket. So like this, press the enter key, and as you can see that we got this value. Fine, you simply have to drag it and it will show you all the values in their respective cells. So like this you can calculate minimum values and maximum values. After this, next suppose you have to count the number of values. Fine, like how many values are written in your particular sheet or somewhere. Let me erase this portion first, because that is something unnecessary that we don't want to see in this worksheet. Like suppose I want to count the number of students who are there. As of now, as you all can see that this list is very small, so it will be very simple for anyone to count the number of values. But let's suppose if this list was very big, or let's take a scenario like in the computer test one child was absent, so he haven't got the marks. In English test 2 students were absent, so they haven't got the marks. Similarly, let's say in Hindi test one child was absent, so he haven't got the marks. Now let's suppose now a teacher has to count like how many students have given the computer paper, or they have to count like how many students have given the English paper, or how many students have given the Hindi paper. So for this we can use count function. We can write equals to count, then we have to open the bracket, select your whole cell range, press the enter key. Well, you might be thinking that why we are using this count function if we can count this manually. Well, right now this data is very small, but let's suppose similarly we have a result of, or we have a data of thousands of students. Or let's thought about the students who are sitting in class 7 only, or in class 8 only in one school. Fine, there might be 200 or 300, or in some cases 100 or 50 students must be there, and in that case it will become very difficult if a teacher will check everything manually. So that's why we are using these functions in most of the cases. Now let's suppose similarly we have to count the number of absentees or the number of students who are present in the English test. So we will write equals to count, open the brackets and like this, बस फटाफट से को काउंट हो गया. And similarly if I'll drag it over this side, so I'll get the value automatically. Fine. So like this function will generally show you your proper output. So let me reverse all these operations first. So we are back with the values. Now let's suppose when I was working with these values, suddenly I got a task like I have to calculate or I have to found that how many students are getting more than 70%. Like HM ma'am is asking for, or principal ma'am is asking for the report card, and she is asking like how many students are getting more than 70% in your class. So for that case you can use this COUNTIF tool. Fine. This COUNTIF can be used when we have to count the values on the basis of a given criteria or a given condition. So like we have to find more than 70 वाले बच्चे इस वाले सेल में लेट सपोज काउंट करने हैं. तो मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे क्या लिखूंगा देखना, बहुत ध्यान से देखना. एक बार मैं एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ. आई विल राइट इक्वल्स टू काउंट, सॉरी इफ, फिर यहाँ पे सेल रेंज मेरी आ जाएगी जो कि चलेगी J2 से लेके J6 तक, कॉमा मोर देन 70. मुझे बस इतना सा लिखना है. देखो मैं कैसे लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे भी. मैंने लिखा यहाँ पे इक्वल्स टू काउंट इफ, ब्रैकेट को करा ओपन, रेंज को करा सिलेक्ट, कॉमा लगाया और बस सिंपली क्राइटेरिया को लिख दिया मोर देन 70, एंटर प्रेस करा. ओ सॉरी, एक छोटी सी मिस्टेक हम लोगों ने कर दी है. जब भी क्राइटेरिया को लिखते हैं इसको हम लोग डबल कोट्स में लिखते हैं, याद रखना बेटा. फाइन. Always remember one thing, that whenever you are writing this condition or this criteria, you have to put this in double quotes like this, or else it will show you this error which I got. Fine. So it was about a COUNTIF function. And let's say similarly you have to calculate average marks of each student. Fine. Like you have to calculate average of each child. So in that case you can use average function also. It will be equals to average, in brackets you have to pass the values. Like suppose मुझे ABC के एवरेज निकालने थे तो मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा इक्वल्स टू एवरेज. इसके जो मार्क्स हैं वो C2 से स्टार्ट हुए हैं यहाँ से और वो एंड हो रहे हैं H2 पे, तो मैं लिखूंगा C2 कोलन H2. मुझे एंटर प्रेस करना होगा, वो ऑटोमेटिकली एवरेज शो कर देगा. तो एवरेज को तुम लोग एक बार खुद से ट्राई कर लेना. एंड आफ्टर दिस वी आर ओनली लेफ्ट विद वन फंक्शन. दैट वन एंड द ओनली फंक्शन विच इज लेफ्ट इज इफ फंक्शन, जिसको मैंने स्पेशली इस ग्रेड वाले सिस्टम के लिए लीव करके रखा था. वेल बिकॉज ये वीडियो थोड़ी सी लंबी होगी तो हम लोग इस लास्ट वाले फंक्शन को देखते हैं, एक बार समझते हैं, उसके बाद हम लोग इस क्लास को ओवर करते हैं. अब भाई देखो इफ वाले फंक्शन में व्हाट वी हैव टू डू बेसिकली, सपोज वी वांट टू सेट अ क्राइटेरिया लाइक इफ चाइल्ड इज गेटिंग मोर देन 60%, sorry more than 80%, then he will get A grade. If he is getting more than 70% and less than 80, then he will get B grade. If he is getting more than 60% but less than 70, then he will get C grade. Suppose we have to apply these conditions here. Fine. Suppose we have to apply these conditions, or let's take one more scenario because ऐसे बहुत difficult हो जाएगा तुम लोगों के लिए, because अब तुम लोग सुबह से class 7 में हो. Suppose our conditions are very simple. We are saying that if your marks are more than 60, fine, then you are pass. But if your marks are less than 16, in that case we are marking as you are fail. Fine. If your marks are less than 60, then we are marking as you fail. But if your marks are more than 60, in that case we are marking as pass. Fine. So for this case what we can do, we will write a very simple function. I am writing here. I will show you what we have to do. इसको एक बारी कर देते हैं pass slash fail. तो देखो आप हम लोग लिखेंगे क्या, we will write equals to if, then ये जो values हैं ये कहाँ पर हैं भाई, ये J2 में है. अगर J2 है greater than 60 तो कॉमा लगाया. फर्स्ट कंडीशन अगर ट्रू होती है तो पास प्रिंट करना है, अगर फॉल्स होती है तो हम लोगों को फेल प्रिंट करना है. ये प्रिंट करना है अपने को यहाँ पे, ठीक है. डबल कोट्स भी क्लोज कर देने हैं इधर पे. फटाफट से मैं शो करता हूँ लिख के. वी विल राइट इक्वल्स टू इफ, ओपन द ब्रैकेट, राइट J2 इज मोर देन 60, कॉमा डबल कोट्स में पास, डबल कोट्स क्लोज, कॉमा डबल कोट्स में फेल, डबल कोट्स क्लोज, ब्रैकेट क्लोज, एंटर की. दैट्स इट. एज यू कैन सी ये वाला बच्चा पास हो गया. ड्रैग डाउन करते हैं फटाफट से इसको. ड्रैग डाउन करा मैंने तो देखो कौन कौन पास है कौन कौन फेल है. पूरी क्लास में सिर्फ एक बच्चा फेल है वो है ये XYZ because he got exactly 60% marks. Fine. So like this you can work with your simple Excel sheets.